Sorry for that pause. I just just had to turn my light on. It was like super dark. Anyways, today in my stream. I'm gonna be reviewing some chess games because I'm totally worn out because I just came back from baseball practice, going at it hard. But I'm pretty much dead. So we're just gonna be reviewing some games and seeing mistakes and seeing what we could do if we could be any better. Today we're gonna be going over the Scotch opening, which starts out e4, e5, knight f3. Comes back with, hold on, give me a second, guys. Alright, my uncle, I told them I was live streaming, and they just decided to harass me because they want to. So anyways, after that, Black is gonna return with knight c7, I think. One, two, no, c6. There's no, like, oh, there's numbers, I didn't see them. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull out pawn d4, and this is called the Scotch opening. There's no really accepted, because you just trade material, and it's a really equivalent, like, exchange thing. But let's look at some games and see some games real quick. Hold up, let me get past this ad. Okay, let's see here. Games with this position. Let's watch somebody over 2,600, or the highest rating. Alright, here's the highest rating. Playing, I don't know who. So, let's go ahead and watch. So, they open normal moves, capture, capture, capture. Then they come out with the pawn, which is usually what they do. They're trying to bring out their queen, or just kind of protect the square in general, so they don't get checkmated like immediately. And they're going to bring up to protect pawn, and also to control the center, controlling center, also threatening this knight a lot. Brings pawn up, pretty good move, but now it's not a bunch of center control, and if queen moves, check, and piece, well, I guess they're not really equivalent right now, but piece gained and check, and they can just pretty much whip out from there. So protect, trying to protect that, and then doing that, so protect to try to fight against that pawn. Now it's just a pretty much knight on the rim is dim. I just didn't like that move. Probably a better move would have brought it from here. I can't like move it. Anyways. So a better move would have moved it, instead of moving it there, it would have been to move it right in front of the king on e7. But they decided to move it here, where it's not getting a lot of play as it would right there, kind of protecting the middle. But I guess it is keeping that pawn from advancing forward. And this brings out here, once again threatening the queen. But I have a feeling this queen's going to move down here. Whoa, okay. So going to protect with the pawn, trying to force it back. And this dude, clever boy, en passant, and I don't think Black was expecting it, but that was a pretty good move. So, and queen gone, so I don't know if they resigned right here, but they just continued, take, and just continued on with there, forcing the king out of the way so it couldn't castle. Check, or taking that pawn. I don't, oh, the bishop was protecting it. I was going to say, why is that bishop didn't take? But anyways, so now he's trying to create a pawn chain, get a nice pawn structure, bringing his bishop down once again to control the center, and put a lot of pressure on that e-pawn, getting taken. He's going to protect this pawn down here. So now it's just they're having a battle over here for center or this control of these pawns, and as you can see here, white is just pretty much getting. They have control of the center, but they don't have really good gameplay right now, and black is really getting a advantage on it, even though it may not look that way. But so take, check. Now this is where they resign because obviously. Oh wait, no, that's checkmate. Yeah, I guess that was checkmate, and that was a. I don't see how they didn't see it coming, and it was a pretty strategic move, and white just had to jump on him, and I no pain, no gain. I don't know. So let's go find another game on the Scotch. Let's restart, get a more of a variety. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, so now we're going to go over games where they played pawn to d6. This one, Fisher M. I think it's not Bobby Fischer, it's Michelle. No, that's her middle name. I think it is Michelle Fisher. No relation. So let's get to the position where pawn goes to e4, or d6, I mean. And now it's, once again, just a control for the center. Develop as many pieces as possible. When I play chess, my strategy is... crap, I just drew a blank. My strategy is... what piece... You gotta figure out what piece they moved. Is it threatening anything? If so, how can I develop a piece, but also get out of the way? If not, how can I develop my worst placed piece? So now they're just developing minor pieces, trying to take control of the center, and while also threatening. He just wants to get his bad bishop trade for a knight. I guess that's a good trade. I don't know why he didn't take, because that was just lost material, and that was a horrible move because now bishop takes rook, and they're just going to continue on. I don't see why, though. He's going to take as much material as possible, so this person is pretty bad, to be honest. I think they're trying to, make them think they're bad, but try to also force a checkmate at the same time. But this dude's just, it's over for him already, and that's where it was checkmate, and whoever was playing was brutally destroyed. So let's watch this game. This is a pretty high-rated game. Pass the tutorial. Boop. Okay, so let's get to the position. Now it's developing pieces. Develop, take. I would have traded queens and not had to deal with wasting a move like that, but you always gotta try to keep tempo. So I think they're gonna castle. Oh, why did they not? Okay, I'm not gonna question anything. But anyways, taking control of the center, but also protecting the king at the same time. This person has much more development than this person, because black is having a really good. It has a really good. Why can I not remember that word? It has a really good aggressive strategy, and it's just taking all the pieces back and back, forcing everything out of the way. That's what you want to do when you play chess, even though it may not look like it. It's a really good strategy, playing aggressive, and it's just overall something that a lot of good players do, because why not? So now this is more of the middle game. It's past the opening now, where it's not really much more of a control as the center as trying to push and take. So now just trading off queens. That was a bad idea, because, well, no, it wasn't. They might move pawn up or move bishop back and protecting the bishop, and that was a bad move. Well, no, it wasn't. I'm just bad at looking at things. So now they're just ending it. And this is when I think White resigned. Who won? Hold on, let me see who won. White won. So Black resigned. I don't know why, or maybe Black ran out of time. But let's look at one more game in this position and get to the position and pawn d6, and we're just gonna develop, start trading pieces right off the bat. That's what a lot of that's what I do personally. I just trade off pieces to simplify the game. But I would never trade a good bishop for a bad bishop. That's one thing I wouldn't do. So now it's just pretty much it's just a duel for space. Resigned. Automatic game over. As soon as he pulled that piece up there, Black resigned because he got his queen. And if he would have taken, it would have been a devastating move for him. Let's see if I can actually... I'll be right back with the stream and see if I can pull this game up. Or see if I can find another app that will let me continue games. Sorry, I had a little problem. This app wouldn't let me play because this is an overlay stream, and I had to allow the overlay. So, um, we're done with the what opening did we just the Scotch opening, which is the opening I usually use. I also use the Queen's Gambit a lot, but we're gonna go over a really intense game with during the World Championships in 1967, I think. That might have been when it goes on, or it was Bobby Fischer versus uh, Spassky. I forget his first name, but first move was pawn to e4. I love how Fischer opened. Then Spassky returns with Sicilian. Fischer protects his pawn, and then Fischer goes with the accelerated dragon, and Fischer's blocking off his king, I guess, trying to take control of squares, and pretty much just calculating every move. He's a robot. Anyways, they're gonna trade off, but he's not gonna trade off his knight, and then now it's just another fight for center. Oops, I went back. And castles. Ooh, so Fischer castled queenside and Spassky castled kingside, which goes for a very sharp and quick line. And now he's threatening his knight, putting pressure on it. Takes the knight, or pushes pawn forward to take the knight, threatens the knight. Spassky puts pawn forward to threaten the knight, and pulls bishop down, pulls bishop up, and takes for some reason. Might be a trap. It's a trap. Definitely. Because Fischer never just gives up pieces. Hold on, let's go back. What piece did he take? I guess he did take a knight. A knight for a knight is a good idea. But, of course, Bobby had something up his sleeve, and he was going to lure him into something or move him away for some reason. And so now he's trying to push his pawns forward, which he did. What the? Why didn't he just take? So confused. Anyway, pulls his bishop up. I guess great minds work in mysterious ways. So now he lost material. No, he didn't. Well, sorry. Let's get back to where we were. And now they're up there, and he's going to take that. And, of course, he's probably going to push this knight forward, or rook, and try to threaten. Oh, come on, dude. That's just checkmate. And he's going to move his rook up. Oh, yeah. He's going to move his rook. No? He has another rook over there. Never mind. So he's going to push forward, push forward, push forward, push forward. Because that's all he knows. And now they're just pushing pawns forward, trying to take each other's stuff. And, oh, now it's going to be checkmate. That is checkmate, I assume. Yeah, rook. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, move down, move up, move pawn up. And that is where Black resigned. Because he knew no matter what he did, he was going to move that rook up. Well, he could have moved his queen back. But he was going to move that rook up, take with the queen, take, and it would have been checkmate. And if he did move his queen back there, it would have been a queen for a queen, and they all would have taken, and he still would have been in checkmate because he wouldn't been able to take back with the king. So that's one of Fischer's games. So let's go and find another game by Fischer. Let's see if we can find a more recent game, like in 2008. Let's go all the way back to the top. Fischer, 1972, not 63. Spassky. Oh my gosh, did Fischer only ever play Spassky? That is not what I meant to do. Is there ones where he didn't play? Alright, let's see. Oh, Nijorf. Nidorf. The Nidorf variation. That's how I'm going to remember his name. Miguel Nadorf. Playing Fischer in Argentina. When was this? No idea. But let's watch this game. It should be pretty interesting. So Fischer decides to open with, I think that might be King's Indian. Somebody will correct me if I ever get any views. Anyways, returns with knight to just adjusting myself. Okay. Knight to f6, and now it's just another fight for the center. I didn't mean to do that. And moves pawns up, trying to protect, bringing his bishop down, pinning his knight, bringing his queen up, which is a very interesting thing, bringing your queen into the game that fast, and protects, and he's pinning his knight down now, and he decided to trade a bad bishop for a knight, and now they're just going to keep on developing. I mean, I guess it's an exchange. I don't know why he didn't just shake with the queen, so he would have. Well, I guess he did develop a piece using my law. So now what I would do is I would have pushed that pawn forward, trying to get his knight out of there, so I could have got his bishop. Oops. Anyways, I just want to lean back in my chair. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Anyway, so moves his queen back, protecting his bishop even more. Going ahead and move his queen back, protecting, making sure he doesn't get trapped, which I'm pretty sure he would have got trapped. He would either have gotten his, if he had moved his knight down here and hadn't moved, he would have either gotten his bishop taken or his queen, so he decided to move back and move his bishop back up there, controlling the center a little bit more. And this dude is being super savage right now. Moving his king over here to protect this piece. I don't know why. I guess in case anything tries to get in there. Like a bishop. Anyways, continues pushing pawns forwards. It's not really now it's just more of a middle game. I mean, they're still taking control of the center, but it's not as automatic as openings. So now pushing pawns forward and going ahead and just pretty much pushing everything out of the way. I don't know why that queen didn't take right there. Would have been a really good idea. So now, still 0 watching. I love this. Anyways, pushing things forwards. I think he's trying to lure him to taking that for some reason. Fischer works in mysterious ways. So oh, what the heck? So this is about where we were, right? Maybe back here. So pushing the pawn forward. Moves his queen down, queen. threatening the knight. Take, check, check. Then he's gonna move this up here, getting it out of the way, but also preparing for a mate. And moving this out of the way so it doesn't get taken, of course. And I think his queen might take that pawn right there. No. And so now he's just threatening this piece right here, so he's gonna move the pawn. Okay, never mind. So now it's just pretty much a duel. I challenge you to a duel. And he's gonna take, move that out of the way, move over there, threatening that pawn up there, and taking it and pushing. Now he's pushing these pawns down, even though he has a obvious disadvantage. And I'm gonna move that pawn up to get it out of the way. And that's kinda bad right there. So now he's gonna try to protect any way he can. And he's gonna push his pawn forward. And gonna move his knight back. Move his knight down there, getting him in check. Move back. And now it's a game of who can take the most pawns in the shortest amount of time, pretty much. So he's just going to push every piece forward, take. That was a pretty bad move, even if he is going to get pretty close. Yeah. So what I would do if I was him is I would move my king down to right there. And this is pretty much where I don't know who won. But I think black resigned. No. I think white might have resigned. I'm trying to see if I can guess the move. I think we're gonna play guess the move from now on. So I have no idea how these dudes are gonna open, so I'm just gonna continue like I have no idea what's going on. So that was a 1-0 for, I think, Eleskius. Eric won that one, and this one is where Fisher definitely won. I'm trying to find the other one where Eliskis played. I don't know if it's on here. Alright, let's watch this one. 1970 versus 1972. Oh, no, that... what? Is that the rating? Or is that, like, the match? I don't know. Let's just watch it. Let's watch this one, actually. If it won't stop moving. Alright, let's watch this. Why is my board up? Please go down. Nope. Hold on, I'll be right back when I get this sorted out. Alright, apparently all I had to do was press pause. Alright, so I'm gonna guess pawn d4 maybe? Wrong move. Alright, let's play. I don't care if it's wrong. Okay. Alrighty then. So, he opened up with the queen, tried to play Queen's Gambit. Queen's Gambit declined. More of a modern line. They're just gonna take. Control for the center. Exchanging material as fast as they could. That's just how I play. And now he's gonna bring that piece. Trying to protect this E5 square as much as possible. Castle, kingside, making it more of a controlled game instead of a really sharp line. So now putting a bunch of pressure on the E5 square and pretty much just exchanging pieces left and right to simplify the game is material, I think, right now. Pieces as so now he's trying to judging, but I'm not. So moving his knight out of the way was a pretty bad idea. I don't know why he moved it out of the way and then moved it back. But, I don't know what this dude's doing, honestly. I know it was Robert Fischer, the chess genius, but, if he was playing like, well, it was it was only 1900s playing. I guess he was playing more when he was like 13 or something, maybe 15. Anyways, he's just making some pretty illogical moves. If I had a say in this, check. I would have taken with my no, I wouldn't. Huh. This is a very interesting game. So I guess they're pushing right now, if that's what they're trying to do. He's pushing as much as possible and gonna get all this material. And this is where Black resigned. Let's see here. Did Black resign? Display. Alright, let's look at the next game. Spassky versus Boris. I'm gonna guess E4. No, I played D4. Oops, daisies. I keep on pushing my table. So, Queen's Gambit without the gambit, I guess. It's just a really, territorial fight, if that's the word for it. Controlling for the center, but also, not caring much about the king, but pushing forward as much as possible in the short amount of time that there is. So it's just a push fight, really. Everybody's pushing and shoving and throwing to the ground. I don't know, I just tried to, like, rhyme or something right there. It didn't really work. But, castle, both sides, getting his pieces developed as much as possible, going through. I'm just going through these games fast. Pretty much just throwing themselves into danger and trading pieces, but keeping as many pieces as they can. So, what that move accomplished, I have no idea, because you can just take, and this is where Black resigned. I don't know who's who, but, Wish I did, but let's go to the next game. This is another Spassky versus Fischer. So, another E4 opening, Sicilian, developing pieces. That was and they're doing a Sicilian dragon variation. And, developing as much as they can. So, the Sicilian, doing the regular dragon, is advancing white development a little more, and really not caring. So I guess we're gonna move rook over. No, we're not. That was what? Oh, okay, I get it. Anyways, I'm just pretty much pushing the queen back and honing down since king hasn't castled yet and black isn't really advanced in development. Pretty much just pushing and hoping that they get further than the other person and hoping that the other person makes mistakes. And they did by not protecting against that bishop and pretty much just pushing the queen backwards and out of her position. And the queen is dead. You heard it here. That was a mistake made, and I don't know why whoever's playing hasn't resigned yet, but it is about to be Chikamate in a few moves. Yeah, if he pushes that pawn forward, he's pretty much done for. If I were him, I would move my queen over one space, but apparently not. And this is where black resigned, and whoever won. I don't know who won, because it doesn't say who won these games. So I'll be right back. I'm just going to go take a little break, use the bathroom, and get ready for the next review. Let's go. Alright, I'm back. I changed shirts and I've used the bathroom, so this is when this game ended. And let's go to the next one. So this is another Fischer versus Spassky. This was a draw, actually. And so let's see how this plays out. Of course, Fischer loved his opening e4 return with that, and I think he might be going. No, he went for the. I think that's either King's Indian or. Hold on, let me see what that is real quick. Alright, so open. Actually, I'm in the middle of a game for some reason. Let's go back. Open. Spanish, Rui Lopez is that opening. So, that was the Rui Lopez opening. Let's get back to the game. Alright, so we open with the Rui Lopez. Hold up. Yeah. The game. Quit out. It was opening D4. Um, played the one night game open defense, and he plays Queen Gambit without the Gambit, and they push forward. Pretty much just a battle for the center, of course, and a bunch just because I love me some exchanges, and so does Fisher, and we're just taking and to the middle game. It's pretty much just pushing pawns forward as usual, and just pretty much wrecking. So obviously Fisher has won this game already, but Black does have a pretty good advantage on it, and I'm pretty sure Fisher was Black. That didn't sound right. Fisher, I think was Black, and this was when White resigned, because no matter what he did, he was dead. Even if he had moved his queen down here, trying to get down here. Oh, there were more moves. Never mind. So king moved over, rook moved down, rook moved back up. Oh no, that was the end of the game. So if there was no way that they could get down there and checkmate him fast enough. So I mean, I guess he could have prevented it by moving queen f2. That could have been a good solution, but then they would have traded queens, and they would have been equivalent material, and Black probably would have lost that pawn up there and had a pretty boring endgame. Well, if queens didn't trade, actually, he would get a pawn in return and would pretty much just pin down the king. So either way, White was pretty much screwed. China. So let's go to the next game. So the next game was Fisher versus Petri Dish. I don't know who it is, but I'm sure pretty good, I guess. So opened e4. Fisher loves his e4. I honestly don't know what kind of defense this is. It might be a French defense, but this is pretty much just, as always, developing pieces, exchanging and controlling the center, and doubling up the rooks brings it out nicely, and pushing the knight back, bring the rook over, trying to pretty much force the black knight into a death hold. So that was a devastating move. Knight, of course, did move over there, but now Black has lost a piece. I'm pretty sure. Actually, no. So what it's doing is pretty much just forcing the white king into a corner, trying to trap him. But obviously it's not going to work. Because well, it is going to work, pretty much. So just pushing the king into a corner, of course. Moving it back. Pushing pawn forward. King back, and if you push pawn forward, I think it would almost be a checkmate, but it's not because he moved back there, and it's pretty much just guarding each other now. And gonna try to move up there and but he's gonna keep him from doing that, and they're gonna trade back, and he's gonna protect his pawn, get him in check at the same time. Trade. I don't know why. Oh, forcing him out. Take. And this is where white wins and black forfeits. Even though black had a very strong advantage, white came back and said, not in my house. Go rent your own place if you're going to keep on living in my basement. So we're going to do one more game, because that's all I have time for. I actually have a life, which is chess. Alright, so strong opening, e4, Sicilian. Sicilian advanced. No. I don't know what kind of Sicilian that is. But, white's ahead on development, pushing pawns forward, and... Oh, boy. Pretty much just a devastating blow I see here. He should have traded queens if he was willing to forfeit his queen for that. Then he probably would have. Should have took it. But now, trying to force the king into a really tight position, pushing him back, pushing pawns forward for some reason here. Oh boy. So it's just a bunch of pushing and shoving now. And this is where everything ended up going badly, because in a few moves it would be checkmate, I think. Oh, that's a horrible move. Now, I think that's gonna... If he moves his rook right there, it'll be check. And it's pretty much over for him, I guess. He's going to protect that. Oh, he's going to protect that. And that is where black resigned, because he knew he was screwed. Okay. Now, since we're done reviewing, I'm going to do this thing where I'm going to tap like a bunch of times to a random position and try to guess the move. I'm going to do it once because I'm bored. I have nothing else to do other than play chess. Alright, let's go. 3, 2, 1. How about now? Alright, so the next move would obviously be to... would be to move the knight up to F6. No, move back to E3, protecting his rooks. And the next move would be queen to I don't know, like F6? No. Oh, I just realized the notation is down here. It is a F6. Let's turn that off. No, that's not what I wanted. Alright, it's not working. So since it's not working, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you're watching this after the stream is over, don't forget to like the video, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Peace!